Holy Quran, and also whatever has been transferred to us from the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. For example, Hisabullah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make Hisab for us. Like yang will be made Hisab by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Holy Quran, فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَهُ وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ شَرًّا يَرَهُ. Anyone who does a good act, even though it is as small as an atom, will be shown to him. Anyone who does an evil act, even though as small as an atom, will be shown to him. And also to believe that mu'min, al-muti' mu'min who obeys Allah Azza wa Jal will be given his book with his right hand. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give the book, his report book with his right hand. And the kafir, the disbelievers will receive the book with their left hand and will be thrown to them. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, subhanahu wa ta'ala, so say in the Holy Quran, فَأَمَّا مَنْ أُوتِيَ كِتَابَهُ بِيَمِينِهِ فَسَوْفَ يُحَاسَبُ حِسَابًا يَسِيرًا. Anyone who is given the book with his right hand, he will be made hisab with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the evening kitab. وَأَمَّا مَنْ أُوتِيَ كِتَابَهُ بِشِمَالِهِ فَيَقُولُ يَا لَيْتَنِي لَمْ أُوتَ كِتَابِيَهْ. Anyone who will be given his book with to his left hand, he will say, Ya laytani, woe to me, woe to me. He will say to himself, woe to me. I would prefer that I was not given the book. Allah says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, "La adri ma hisabi." I do not know what is going to happen to me in this resurrection day, where I will be made hisab by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also, Imam Ahmad bin Zainab, he said, other matters of the next one, other than Sirat, Mizan, and Hud, other matters of the next one, including Shafa'at Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, wajib for every mu'min to believe that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam will give Shafa'at to his Ummah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. There are two parts of Shafa'at, they call it Shafa'at Khas or Shafa'at al-Ilm. Shafa'atul Am, maybe the Shafa'at that is true, that is Am, it will be given to all Muslims who have Iman inside their heart. The Prophet ﷺ will bring them out. The least, the most, the worst is that Allah Nabi Muhammad will bring them out in the hellfire and them in the Jannah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Therefore, we can see the blessings of the Latif that we recite, that Imam al-Haddad, what do you call it, includes salawat upon Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam 10 times. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned in the hadith that anyone who makes salawat upon me 10 times, he will definitely receive my shafa'at in akhirat. Definitely receive shafa'at with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So if you recite the wirid latif in the morning and in the evening, definitely inshallah you will receive the shafa'at of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The shafa'at, of course, the shafa'at that is exclusive for those who recite dua after adhan. Those who recite dua after adhan will receive shafa'at exclusive shafa'at from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة الصلاة القائمة آتِ سيدنا محمد الوسيلة الفضيلة والشرف والدرجة العالية الرفيعة بعد المنظور اللهم الذي بعثني فلا تضيع. Never ever miss dua adhan. Recite dua adhan because you will receive shafa'at first. The exclusive shafa'at of the Prophet sallallahu. Number three, the person who receive the shafa'at of the Prophet sallallahu, the exclusive shafa'at, is the one who visit the Prophet sallallahu in Medina al-Munawwara. Because the Prophet ﷺ said, Man zarani wajabat lahu shafa'ati. Anyone who visit me, it is obligatory upon him to receive my help, to receive my shafa'ah. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, I was given 5 things that no one was given to me before. One of it was shafa'ah. It is not shafa'at al-Uzma, the biggest shafa'at, the shafa'at of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because the Sahaba said, asked Ya Rasulullah, will I be with you in the day of judgment? Rasulullah said, everyone will be by themselves. Then where do we find you, Ya Rasulullah? go and find me in these three places. Go and look for me in these three places, the Prophet said. Number one, look for me in Mizan, the scale. Number two, look for me at Sirot. And number three, look for me at my pool. Hawd Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I will be at one of these three places. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That he will keep on bringing people to the Jannah of Allah. Subhanahu wa ta'ala. So just imagine in Akhirah is a very big thing. It's not a small thing. And the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam give us an assurance. The one who is closest to me on the day of judgment is the one who recite Muslim for me. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. There are scholars who say that in the month of Sha'ban, there are many people became the saints of Allah, awliya Allah in the month of Sha'ban. Before Ramadan, they become wali Allah. Subhanahu wa ta'ala, because they recite a lot of Assalamualaikum Rasulullah. Sallallahu alayhi, sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. So minimum to recite 10 times in the morning, 10 times in the evening. It would be good to recite 100 times every day. And it would be best to recite 1,000 times every day. Anyone who recite 1,000 times Assalamualaikum Rasulullah, he would not die except he will be seen his place in Jannah. In Jannah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. So recite a lot of salawat and salam to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, especially in the month of Sha'ban. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Yukhatibun Nabiya sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allah said to the Prophet in the day of judgment, Allah was said to the Prophet in the day of judgment, Ya Muhammad, irfa ra'sak, raise up your head. Qul yusma' lak, say whatever you want, it will be heard. Wasal tu'ata, ask and it will be given. Washfa' to shafa', give shafa'. You are the first one to give shafa' to the people in the day of judgment. Shafi' is the one who gives shafa'. Shafa' is the one who is given the permission to give shafa'. So therefore we say Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam shafi' wa shafa'. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the one who gives shafa'at, and he was given the first one to be given permission to give shafa'at. There's another hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, three groups of people will give shafa'at in the day of judgment. The first one, al-anbiya, number two, shuhada, number three, was-salihin. Al-anbiya, the prophets of Allah. All prophets of Allah will give shafa'at, and the biggest shafa'at will be the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Number two, the shuhada, the martyrs. And number three, the Salihin, and the pious servants of Allah. The pious servants of Allah Azza wa Jal has a very high rank. Bring in 1 million people or 2 million people. If, for example, his rank is one, maybe he brings in 100 people or 1,000 people. So that is how it is. I think I mentioned the story of this one person. Uh, is a special kid, a special person that with Down syndrome. He told me, that in our day of judgment, I will give 10 people shafa. He said, I will give 10 people shafa. I will bring my mother, I will bring my father, I will bring my brother, I will bring my sister, I will bring number 9. Number 10, I will bring Shahrukh Khan. Dia minat Shahrukh Khan. Shahrukh Khan minat Shahrukh Khan. Like that, Salman Khan, Allah, maybe was when I was doing Umrah, I was talking about Frank Handel, in the bus. I asked them, you don't know who is Salman Farsi? Makcik, Ustaz, saya kenal Salman Khan aja. Salman Farsi saya tak kenal. La ilaha illallah. Gali perigi kat kancing. Makcik itu masuk ke dalam perigi, kita bantu kau perigi. Dia kenal Salman Khan, kenal dia Salman Farsi. La ilaha illallah. So therefore, these three groups of people will give shafaat in the day of judgment. Therefore, it's been said that in this dunya, when you're living in this dunya, make friends with the salihin, make friends with the pious people of Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, as much as you can make friends with them, or be close to them. If you are able to get close to the saint of Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, stick to him until the last time, until the last day of your life. Because being close to him saved you in this dunya and afterlife. As we said, that anyone who is in the circle of a sin of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is protected from us. Therefore, an hour or 2 hours to be seated with a person who is believable in the eyes of Allah Azza wa Jalla, He protects you. Because for that hour, for that 2 hours, you will not hear anything except goodness. You will not speak anything except zikr for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Your heart will not say anything except mentioning the name of Allah and name of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. And Habib Ali bin Muhammad al-Habshi, he said that the great person is the one. The great person is the one who's not a person who loves the Salihin, the Salihin love them, mashallah. Even the pious servants of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala love Christ. That is the greatest people of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Actually, it's simple. You want to earn their love, go to them with a clean heart. Go to them with a clean heart. That's go to them with a sincere heart. That's they don't look at you, they don't look at the US. They don't, they don't look at your dressing. For example, ladies, they don't look at your dressing whether you wear niqab. They can be normal to do. It's with the heart. It's with the heart, mashallah. It's the heart that is pure, is where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looking. The gaze of Allah is upon the heart of the believer. In Allah la yuzuri yuzuri, man yuzuri. Verily Allah doesn't look at him. That's why He looks at him. He looks at your children. The sins of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are seated and people do not know that they are beloved servants of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Inna abdal ummati, verily the sins, my sins of my ummah, it is not because of the salah siyam, it is not because that they do a lot of salah siyam, ولكن بسلامة الشرور. Because of, but they become the sins of Allah because they don't have some people. There are some people, they don't have real, they don't have hasad, they don't have taqi, they have sincere servants of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They don't know, they don't know how to do evil to other people. Just, pure servants of Allah. Anyone who harm them, they make good dua for them. And was Sayyidina Shaykh Abu Bakr bin Salih, he was given a choice to make dua to Allah Azza wa Jal. What do you want my beloved servant? He said, I want my duriyat, I want my, what do you call duriyat? Uh, progeny want to be able to bring down salamatu zuhur. That they have a clean, they have a clean heart. They have this is what we ask for. Then this is the purpose of learning the soul. This is the purpose of practicing Tariqah. If you learn the soul, you practice Tariqah, you may hati busuk. Jangan ke busuk. What's the use of it? What's the use of it? If you practice zikir and so on, you talk behind people and you backbite about people and you make fitna and so on. So what's the use of it? That's the fa'idah. The fa'idah, the purpose, for example, the purpose of really Hussain Maulid. Maulid Nabi Muhammad SAW is to beautify our inner self, to beautify our heart. When the heart is beautified, then the akhlaq will be. This is what we mean. يوم لا ينفع مال ولا بنون إلا من أتى الله بقلب سليم. On the day where there's no benefit of your wealth and your children, except those who come to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, بقلب سليم, with a clean, with a pure, with a pure heart. This pure heart is either is gifted to a person. There are some people, they are born, everyone is born with pure heart. But after they give up, their hearts remains pure. Their hearts remain pure. But some people, mashallah, they have been tinted with the filth of this dunya. So as they go, their hearts are getting harder and harder. So if we are one, if we are willing to this, then it is obligatory on us to purify it. Ali Habib Ahmad bin Hassan al-Adda, he said that I met the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in a dream, and the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told me to recite these three surah every day, purify the heart. Which is not one in the insan Nabi Musa 3 times. Purification 3 times, 3 times. Anyone recite this one step in the morning, one step in the evening, he will not see the purification of the heart. The Surah Al-Asr 3 times. The Ila purification 3 times. Al-Falaq 3 times. They call it Surah Bidun al-Kaf, Surah without the letter Kaf. If you look at the three surah, there's no letter. It's not like that. So the one who is closest to the Prophet and the one who is the most fastest in receiving the shafa'at of the Prophet is the one who has the purest faith. Because Nabi Muhammad is the purest. But we must understand, we have the purest faith. We must follow the Sharia of the Prophet sallallahu. Don't think, your husband, I don't pray. That's not a pure life. That's a dirty act. The person isn't pray, that means that person is sick. Because you are not following the commandments of God. Following the commandments of God is also a symbol of purity of the person. The bringing prohibitions of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a sign of the purification of the heart. Wow. And then the next one, Imam bin Zain al-Himshi, he said, another method, the next one, and the barzakh. And the barzakh. So the barzakh, we know that barzakh is between here and after. Is barzakh. So we live in this, we are in this, this, our age, total we have five realms that we live. Number one is alam arwah. We have already existed in alam arwah before we were inside the mouth of mother. Number two, it is dunya. Now we are in dunya. Number three, barzakh. Number four, akhirat. Number five, the Jannah, the paradise. These are the five places that you will experience. So the first one, we experience really. Now, the second one, we are going to the third one, which is the middle one. Then the fourth one, Akhirah. And the fifth one, Jannah. And Allah, Jannah, Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala. And after Jannah, after a person is and the Jannah, there's no life there. No, that's the end of it. That's why it is called Yawmul Akhirah. Yawmul Akhirah. Please, there's no tomorrow. So is the last day. There's no tomorrow. Therefore, in Jannah, there's not going to be night time again. In Jannah, it will be the time of night is short like that. Time, Jannah. So in the morning, it's not there's like sunrise. That is the time of where people believe in Jannah. Uh, and forever and ever will be like that in Jannah. Um, and the person who received the lowest Jannah, he will receive Jannah which is 10 times much bigger than the world. Uh, that's one who received the least reward in Jannah. Who received bigger than the dunya. Just imagine those women make a amal saleh. Just imagine the reward that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give them. La ilaha illallah wa rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And al-barzakh. So barzakh is a time where the person will live in barzakh until akhir. So even the Nabi Adam, father Nabi Adam in barzakh until today. Our mother Sayyidatina Hawwa in barzakh until today. Nabi Muhammad is also in barzakh until today. So Jannah and Nar, the hell and Jannah, there's no dwellers yet. There's no dwellers yet. Because Jannah and Nar, paradise and hellfire, it will be after Akhirat. But it is already there. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it already. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already assigned appointed the angels of Malik to take care of the hellfire. And when doing Isra and Mi'raj, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam met all the angels. And the Prophet asked, yeah, Jibreel, I find that welcome me, but welcome. With a smile and smile, but it never smile. Yes. And Jibreel said, that is Malik. That is Malik. Because he was told not to smile. You can't think of hell by a smile. Yes, you can't think of hell by a smile. Mari masuk neraka. He will be very fierce. Malik and Malik will be very fierce. He was told not to smile. La ilaha illallah. So this is the alam. This is the alam. This is the next one that we are getting to. Okay, subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take our lives at any time. It is a secret. It is a secret. A person who passed away is a secret. Some people, some salihin, they know when they are going to pass away. Some they do not know. Ala kulli hal. Because Allah make it a secret. Because if Allah doesn't make it a secret, then everyone will just prepare death just before they die. You know, just before they die. Allah make it a secret so that we will constantly make amal salih. MashaAllah. كالإمام الإمام عمر من Sheikh Abdul Rahman al-Saggar. He passed away in sujood when he was praying Salat al-Dhuhr. He used to pray 500 rakahs every night and used to recite 1,000 Ya Latif in one breath. 1,000 times. Ya Latif, subhanallah. Even the Muslims went to him. The one to him, recite 500 times of Ya Latif in one breath. The barakah was tiny. Barakah was tiny. And the past, we used to recite Wirid with Habib Salih bin Abdullah. There was a time he was in the room in Masjid Bahrawi. In Masjid Bahrawi, there's a room on the side. When you enter on the left, Habib Salih is slept there. So therefore, after Suhoor, was reciting Wirid. And one of the Wirid he recited is Subhanallah wa ni'mal wakeel. الذين ظلمهم الناس إن الناس قد جمعوا لكم فاخشوهم وزادهم إيمانا حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل. And Surah Al-Imran to recite that surah, that verse. Then he said, Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel 100 times. Then after that, he said that verse again 100 times. Up to 450 times. Then after that, he said the verse after that, وَاللَّهُ بِنِعْمَتِهِ مُطَّعِمٌ وَلَمْ يَمْسَسْهُ سُوءٌ. Then Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel is very big protection. Very big protection. Anyone wants to do something, anyone wants to do something, it is like you put sugar, you put a milk, you put garam, salt in the water, it will dissolve. I will quickly dissolve. So anyone who fears anything, he says, Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel 150 times. Inshallah, your fear will never be reduced. When you're reading Hasbunallah, yes, I look my song. I was reading 70, he finished 100. He finished 100. الذين ظلموا الناس الناس جعلوا لهم فرشاة ومزال بيمان وظن So you can subhanallah wa bihamdihi, hasbunallah 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 wa bihamdihi. الذين ظلموا الناس ده بتسمع لا اله الا الله. Speaker budget. عجيب. We read 7, he read 100, we 70. We usually have Muha in his house. He has a tasbih 1,000 beats. Tasbih. He reads La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah. I can't tell 5 minutes, 1,000 beats. 10,000. La ilaha illallah, he recite one day. Let's teach him for 5 minutes, 1,000 la ilaha illallah. You know, mathematics. Alhamdulillah. Now, to study in so much full time, 12,000 times. Now, 15 minutes. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10,000. Okay, because now, this is that. Yeah, you might want to see it. There was a time we buy one of my my friends, Rahim. Hindi kami kapasyon. Doon ako kaibugan ulit. Ang friend. Where was I? There was a friend of Almorco. He just passed on last year. He told me there was a time in KL. In KL, he drove Almorco Habib Salim. After that, usually asked him, how far is the distance? He said about 300 over kilometers. Yeah, yeah, this is a job. As I mentioned, inshallah, in 2 hours time to reach. In 2 hours time to reach. So he was thinking, I have to speed 160, 170, 180. So he just drove off 110, 120, 110, 100. And then 2 hours in the car, he was only praying every so in custom. La ilaha illallah. What? La ilaha illallah. We are trying to see his time, one of time. Because we didn't see him wasting any time in all in his life. It's either we saw or it's either we was book. You know, or dua, or dhikr, or stuff, when I was on. This is another simple sunnah. They spend it. If you want your life to be blessed, this is how you receive blessings in your life. When you fill up your time with goodness. Especially this time after Subuh. After Subuh, your time after the Isha, you don't sleep. Don't sleep, even though you must sleep. Even though you're sleeping, don't sleep. The best thing for you to do to make yourself wake up is, of course, is, gathering information. Gathering will be the best because time you'll not feel the time. You're not feeling that. Sometimes when you, what do you call it, when you make zikir, your eyes and Allah, 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 Allah. Plus, plus di doon. And one story they said that when you Makkah, after Subuh, what is the best Subuh to you? If you're sleeping, don't go and make the that would be the best. Because you will not fall asleep when you make the call. If you fall asleep when you're making tawaf, inshallah, I shall get the shot. Because it will be very prudent and the place of tawaf. Um, La ilaha illallah. So try your best. Strive not to sleep during this time, inshallah. Um, لا إله إلا الله رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من دخل فقد دخل في المساء he was in the bus. He said studying has this he was over the time. The same with this movement. There was this one man. Before he sleep, oh sorry, when he wake up from sleep, he would never miss the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Number one, he would be sick. When he wakes up, he will be sick. Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Number three, Alhamdulillah الذي أحيانا بعد ما أماتنا وإلى النشور. نعم. الحمد لله الذي روحي وبعثني حيا سبحان سبحان لا اله الا الله ولا شريك له. When you wake up, recite لا اله الا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك والحمد يحيي وعلى كل شيء قدير. Renew your faith. Wake up from sleep, you have to renew your iman. By reciting la ilaha illallah. So that's me as a very good friend. After that, he passed away. He passed on. His good friend saw him in the dream. His friend saw him in the dream, whereby I also saw in the dream. He saw this his friend in Alam Barzakh. You know when a person in Alam Barzakh, after your family walk off from the Qubur, the angels will come to you and will make you sit down. You will be seated. You will be seated in your Alam Barzakh, in your Qubur. And they will ask you questions. What is it? Uh, and they will ask you, dari tadi dengar ke tak dengar? Orang kat Zoom. Dengar. No. Okay. Then the alam in alam where was I? Where was I? Remember that. Papai Hati. Sorry. Two friends. Two friends. Okay, now. We'll be seated and the angels will ask you, Man Rabbuka? Yeah, who is your God? Woman Nabi, you guys, so this man, when he la ilaha illallah, so when he woke up uh, in Allah Barzakh, he just woke up from sleep. When he was looking for his siwak, what's my siwak? And he said, Alhamdulillah, الذي أحيانا بعد ما أماتنا وإليه النشور. He saw this was this two angel. And he said, where's my siwak? Why can't I get siwak? Just wake up from sleep. Because What is the lesson? دايما إذا أصلا في سمعت من هي his grace. لا إله إلا الله because لكن قسم الله عليه الله عليه وسلم يمكن زين العلم بيسأل الملك وبيسأل من التكليف إن شاء الله. أما سورة الملك ما تنتهي. Even within menses or in those intermediate, they can recite it with the condition that they recite it for dhikr, for the purpose of dhikr and for the purpose of tahsin. Tahsin is as a shield. And then they said in one riwayah that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, no, قال رسول الله إن العبد إذا ضاق في قلبه السمن when he is being placed in his kubur, تولى عنه أصحابه. And after that, his friends leave him. وإنه لسمع قرع النمال أتاه ملكان. After their friends leave him, there will be two angels. فيقعدانه, make him sit down. فيقولان, these two angels, Mukhtar and Nakir, is been said and Nakir, they are black in color or dark blue in color. To make people scared. Oh, oh, God. ما ما كنت تقول في هذا الوجه لك أفضل نذير من أسير. What do you see? This said سيدنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. What do you do about Muhammad? وأما المؤمن, the mu'min who said in al-barzakh, أشهد أنه عبد الله ورسوله. I bear witness that he, Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu Abdullah, he is a servant of Allah, wa Rasulullah, he is a messenger of Allah. فيقال له, can you be said to him, انظر مقعدك من النار قد أبدلك الله به عدم الجنة. That is your answer, now Allah will institute it to you for you in place Jannah. Because you see that Muhammad is La ilaha illallah. This is even listen to believe that the Prophet Muhammad SAW is a servant of Allah and messenger of Allah. قال أما المنافق والكافر, and as for the hypocrites and the disbelievers, مفكك أصلا. ما كنت تقول في هذا الفيديو. What do you say about this man? لا يا اعتراضه. Who is Muhammad إلا الله؟ فيقال لا دريت ولا ويضرب بمنطلق بعدين. He will be caned. He will be caned with a cane made of iron. Iron. Then iron rod, when it is beaten by Malakamuka and Nakir, it will be so then he was whereby everyone will hear him except for jinn and humans in this dunya. The shaitan will be so loud that everyone can hear him except for jinn and humans. Therefore, it's been said that if, let's say, there's an animal sitting down in the grave and he gets shook and ran away, then there's something that he hear inside the grave. Something that he hear inside the grave. Because they can listen, they can hear. It's not just because they can listen. There is a line in a, there's a line in Barza. But if you are able to say, Allah Rabbi, Islam, Imam is in the Quran Kareem. He was able to answer these questions. The angel was sent to and sit, to and rest, and harm the bride and bridegroom rest. It means you will live happily ever after. In alam barzakh until the day of judgment. No. وعذاب القبر والنعيم is it sure? ليس ليس خلاص. لا إله إلا الله. يجب أنه يجب اعتقاد عذاب القبر. وأن القرآن في كتب المنافقة. We must believe that the Quran al-Karim and all the books of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it was sent down to the prophets. عليه الصلاة والسلام. Yeah, والله أعلم. Yeah, بس إن شاء الله. We go to the Q&A. We try to finish the Q&A. بسم الله. How do you feel better of life? إن شاء الله. I'll tell you another. You must have good opinions to your life. It will better your life. You must have good opinions to your life. Nine other times. I am according to the opinions of myself. That's how you have a good life. That means when you are having some problems, you know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is there to help you. Allah is correct you. So when you receive rahmat, alhamdulillah. When you receive ikram, Allah. You when you have ni'mat, you thank Allah, you do ibadah. When you are in trouble, you still go and do your alhamdulillah. They will be better. Is there a surah Muhammad and tough times, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam give wasiyah to recite this on a daily basis, that inshallah it will bring you from any trouble, it will make enough for you to then it, which is really Hasbi Allah la ilaha illa huwa 7 times. You recite this Latin every day, don't miss it. Don't miss it, inshallah, everything will be in your life, inshallah. Yeah. In the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Sahaba love to sing songs, love to recite nasheed, because it's the same thing. Even they sing about the past times that they were in the Jahiliyyah time, and after that they associate, then after that they said how thankful they are when they become Islam. And after that they praise the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They sing, you know. Because humans, when they listen to good voices and they read good rhythms, and the Prophet ﷺ didn't want even the Prophet ﷺ was smiling when listening to them. Listen to them. So as long as the Nasheed, the same thing, considering Nasheed, the same thing, it doesn't have any, what they call it, anything that got to do with anything that is haram. Anything that is haram, it is permissible. But if, for example, if there's anything that which is haram, for example, it promotes zina, for example, or it promotes mixing freely with people, then haram, then no doubt. Understand? Or it makes you innocence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Itulah maksud. Lalu, suci dalam debu lu kau dia apa? Iklim kan? Tak ingat. I cannot remember already. Ada title. Whatever so it is permissible for now. Now, okay. But certain instruments of Islam and certain instruments not allowed. Instrument that is being used, it's being used together with woman dancing, with things that is haram. So therefore, during the time, the scholars say haram women using that instrument, particular instrument, because in their context, in their life that they are living in, whenever you associate yourself with that instrument, that means there must be ladies, there must be drinking of wine. So, for example, for us now, for example, we use Tiron, for example, Ganda, we use it for time. What do we use? We use Islam. So there's nothing wrong with that. So we need to learn, it is not the instrument that is haram. It is the instrument that is being used for this particular purpose. then it was made haram. Because at that particular place, at that particular time, that instrument is being used, what do you call it? In doing maksiat to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Uh, Actually, in here, Al-Muddin, Imam Ghazali mentioned about music. We explain, you can go back to what on YouTube, we have explained on this actually, in detail actually, about music in Islam. Imam Ghazali explained in the Ihya Ulumuddin. So there must be the what do you call it? What is the instrument and why it is being used. Clear about it. What is simple I can do daily to now is the okay, a simple amal. Number one is Surah Al-Mulk. Number two will be dua after tahiyat akhir fil alamin innaka hamidun majid. Allah min a'udzubika mina Allah min a'udzubika. Nak cakap dalam fokus kita kembali sebenarnya. Allah ya a'udzubika min adab min qabri wa min adab min qabri fitnatil mahya wal mamati fi syarri fitnatil masih dajjal. How to deal with stubborn sibling? Hmm. When you deal with people, you have to be patient. There's a first. If you have no patience, then you are still stubborn as well. Understand? You have to be patient. Today you talk to him or to talk to her, doesn't want to listen. And by the next day try again, next day try again, next day. But at the same time, be patient and bring dua for them. Sure. What does it mean by keep on dreaming about tarim and marriage? Ya tarim ya tarim, ya ziwa ziwa, ya ilah. It means you keep on dreaming about tarim and marriage. What does it mean? Never married. I don't know. Allah Muhammad. It means that your heart is inclined towards these two things. Uh, this is what it means. It means you have a desire to go to Tari, you have a desire to get married. I understand. Then go and make istiqarah, salat hajat, and go and tertib yourself on what you want to do as soon as you get the rida of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. One is because 7 days, 10, 40 days, no, because it can be 6 days, 5 days, 14 days, 20 days, 21 days. It is not the date, it is not specifically the 7 and 40. The most important thing is the tahlil that you recite. Whether 7 or 6, 5, or whatever it is, the number doesn't matter. Why do I feel annoyed with someone when I already know what I'm doing is true, but anybody, why do I feel annoyed with someone when I already know what I'm doing is true, but it's not acceptable in his eyes? Dia punya pasal kau tak acceptable in his eyes. As long as what you are doing is true, as long as you're doing it true, if you're not acceptable inside, then you cannot please everyone, am I right? You are right. The most important thing, you know what you're doing is true. Uh, uh, and don't need to feel annoyed. No need to feel annoyed. How what to prevent my day to fall off on my solat the next day? Apa tu? Ini bahasa apa? What to prevent my day to kodok on my apa tu? How to prevent making myself kodok solat? That means to pray on time gitu. To pray on time means asar atau asar maghrib atau maghrib. Allah says in the Holy Quran, La yukallifullahu nafsan illa wus'aha. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala will not burden a person except what they can do. If you know, you say to yourself, Ya Rabb, today I want to do all my salat at the prescribed time. I want to pray to you. Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala will make it possible for you. There's nothing impossible. But if you say that, oh, today I will be going to busy, I'm not sure whether I can pray or not, then it will be difficult for you. Simple as that. You start off your day and say that I want to do my 5 prayers a day in Jama'ah, awal waktu, and so on and so on. Then Allah will make it possible. Okay, next one. You mentioned that a saint of Allah disappeared when he was married. What was there never Sahabat that had this story when they are the best of Allah? No, Allah is not the Sahabat. I'm not saying that that sin is better than Sahaba. Sahaba is better than the sins. The Sahaba is better than sin. Nabi Muhammad SAW, he was buried, the body doesn't disappear. And he's the best of the creation of Allah. Subhanahu wa ta'ala, these are exceptional cases. Very, very seldom happen. But Allah can make it happen, and Allah can never not make it happen. Yeah. So it's not about the body disappearing. That means better than Sahaba. In terms of kedudukan, in terms of their stations, the Sahaba are higher than everyone. Uh, and in terms of all creation, Nabi Muhammad is the highest. Can demonstrate how to hold the Quran to read surah. Just hold like this. Just hold like this. Hold like this. Not be more than then after that, when you want to change page, change it with your finger. That's all. Or you want to use the phone, it's okay. As long as there's no three movement consecutively. That's explain this. Nabi Muhammad SAW used the word Rida. He don't have no benefits for me. You see, when you use Rida, you can, tak Rida. There are many usage. If you are cold, you can use it as your sleep mode. Lagi apa you okay? Huh? For ladies. For ladies, that's wear Rida. Ladies, that's wear Rida. Only men wear Rida. No. Understand? Ladies, they cover their arms. Okay, next one. Can someone good and bad amal be equal? Now, of course, there are people, they call it of the people who are equal of mizan, the good and the bad. Then they will be put in a one place. And after that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, enter Jannah with my rahmat. Inshallah. Is it permissible for a girl to inquire about a guy she's interested in talking about marriage? How could she ask? In terms of permissible, yes, permissible. But in terms of shyness, a girl should have a high level of shyness. Now she's interested, but I'm too shy to ask. I'm too shy because I'm a girl. How can I ask? Um, a parent, how can I ask? I'm interested. I'm too shy. I don't know what to ask. It's better for me not to ask because I'm too shy. But it doesn't permissible, yes. You can ask it. Awak nak kahwin dengan saya? Awak nak kahwin dengan saya? Awak nak kahwin saya? Kamu muka dah macam muka tembok. Awak nak kahwin dengan saya? Awak nak kahwin? Tanya satu. If you muka you belum jadi macam tembok sangat, then you will be shy and you keep to yourself and to make dua to Allah Subhanahu wa ta'ala. Understand? You have to understand whether permissible or not. Yeah, permissible. But in terms of malu kan? Malu nak tanya malu. Buat tetap dia kasih tetap suka dia juga. Saya sekarang kau ya sudah. If you all get married, adalah present. It is apa it is. Or maybe you use you use someone to ask. Okay, you someone to ask them. No, but it doesn't mean that it would happen. It depends. It depends. I'm sure. But you must know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "Asa an takrahu shay'an, فهو خير لكم. وعسى أن تحبوا شيئا فهو شر لكم." Allah said, know that maybe something that you hate, you don't like, but it is good for you. Maybe something that you love. Allah said, "Asa an tuhibbu shay'an." Maybe there's something that you love, but it is bad, evil about you. You like it, but it is not good for you. Then Allah doesn't make it happen. Then look at the thing that doesn't happen. It is ridiculous. What do you think about the challenges that Muslim or you will face in the coming years? How do we name? What do you think are the challenges? Not in the coming years. No, not already. Not the wave already is coming. The wave is coming and coming and coming. It is flooded already. This dunya is flooded already. Understand? This dunya is flooded with fitna and masiyat. This dunya is in the times of darkness. So you have to board the ship of salvation, the ship of La ilaha illallah. That is the most important thing. So the ship of La ilaha illallah is this kind of monthly, is monthly, Maulidi, dhikr, is getting. That is the ship of salvation. Once you board that ship, you will be saved. Even though below it is flooded, but you're already boarding on the ship. So you are saved. Nothing will happen to you. Those who attribute physical parts to apa ni? Physical parts to God and take Quran in literism. Are they considered Muslim apa tu?
Yes, yes.
Oh, physical, Mujassima. No. No, we don't kufur people. We don't set people kafir. Understand? We leave it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but they are not the Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. You understand? They are not Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, but we don't say they are disbelievers. Clear about it? We leave it up for. Which is recommended after witr, after Isha, after Tahajjud, closing with witr. Of course, recommended Tahajjud, closing it with witr, recommended. But you can do it witr after Isha also. Huh? So, how do you act towards non-Muslim? How should you interact with non-Muslim? Nah, to non-Muslim, you have to interact with goodness, with akhlaq al-kareem. Every Muslim, each one of you here, listen, each one of you here, if you all play a part, in showing good akhlaq to the non-Muslim, we hope that the non-Muslim will embrace Islam. Everyone who follows the akhlaq of Rasulullah SAW, you will see that the non-Muslim will enter Islam. The problem is nowadays is because the Muslim themselves veil Islam from the non-Muslim. Why non-Muslims are not entering Islam is because of us. Don't blame anyone. Because of us. Because we are not behaving properly, we are not following the Sunnah of Rasulullah SAW. If each one of us plays an important role in following the Sunnah of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, we must see non-Muslim embracing Islam. Clear? Nobody. So our role in da'wah, the non-Muslim is to show akhlaq, to treat them well, to treat them the best. What should we do? We can get rid of black magic. Black magic, if you recite Ratibul Attas and Ratibul Haddad every day at home, within 40 days that black magic will gone. Sure. Understand? Every day. Ratib al-Attas, Ratib al-Haddad. Now, then recite it. If you are unable to recite it, on Spotify, whatever it is, get it. On your home, recite Surah Safat and Surah Yusuf. Now, inshallah, I will go. How do we deal if a family member doesn't practice Maulid? It's okay. No need to deal anything. Just Maulid, you go and read Maulid. They don't know what, it's okay. It's not wajib to read Maulid. Understand? Don't get involved in fighting with people whether you want to read Maulid or not. For us, we read Maulid, mashallah, we love to read Maulid. For those who doesn't read Maulid, don't look down upon them. Understand? Inshallah, may Allah bring them, inshallah, to reciting Maulid of the Prophet. What is the Quran or Imam? Imam here means not the person. Imam is our pegangan, our guide. Imam here means guide. Who is your prophet? Nabi Muhammad SAW. Guide Al-Quran today. Itu maknanya. Okay? I don't understand. I understand. I want to read Gunung Nazila. Can I pick up phone from the floor and read? No, you pick up from the floor and read. No, cannot because when you pick up from the floor, you bend down already. You bend down, batal already solat. No, bend down batal solat. Understand? You cannot bend down and after that pick up and make i'tidal. Your solat apa will be nullified. And then put back on the floor and then proceed to sujud. When you make sujud, put on the floor. Um, unless you have your phone with you and you read it, and after that when you make sujud, you put on the floor. Then can. Is there a difference between Hawd and Kawthar? No, it's the same thing. They call it Telaga Kawthar, Hawd al-Kawthar. The name of the Hawd is the pool. Kawthar is the name. Clear? Mosque is the mosque. Malabar is the name. So Malabar is. Do we understand? Why is the required to make Qurban must be a certain amount of Qurban is Sunnah, Kifaya. Is it a must you have enough to do? No, it's not a must Sunnah Kifaya, but it's good to have to do Qurban. It's one of the biggest Sunnah to do to bring Zulhijjah. How do you turn back to Allah after going through the religion that you want to change? What is the first step? First step to make tawbah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to stop all the ma'asiyah and do ta'atub. Are there any types of hair that are haram to shave? Yes, your balcony. What is it called? I have some ladies they like to shave then after they draw. Apa yang dia draw dia draw sebarang macam tua lah dia. They thought that it's beautiful. But it's haram to apa? It's haram to shave. Unless person who has this eyebrow thing sampai gitu. Sampai keluar gitu then they are allowed to shave. Nah. But even it is thick also not allowed to shave unless it is bush later. Then you can cut. And Allah Muhammad apa ni? The best ada. Ada lagi tak hair yang tak boleh shave? Hmm. Ni lagi apa? Tak tahu. What is the Shafi'i ruling of drawing? Is it haram? No, haram. Why haram? Then you cannot take haram to you can it like this. As long as your heart is remembering Subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sometimes people remember Allah in a state where they feel the haibah of Allah and they cry. Some people, when they remember Allah, they feel manjari and they feel ni'mat inside their heart, remembering of Subhanahu wa ta'ala. I don't think we stop here. Stop. Allah. Maybe we can answer it nanti tulis ke.